Hi everyone, it's Mr. Casper. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about some physical properties of the bell and how that can kind of affect the different sounds that they make. The bell is shaped the way it is, kind of narrow at the top and flaring out towards the bottom, because towards the bottom it allows the inside part of the bell, the thing that actually strikes the side, we call that a clapper. Once that hits the side of the bell, the air molecules inside will vibrate, and so having it wider down at the bottom will allow the air molecules to vibrate more freely. And so if your clapper is up a little bit too high, it'll still make a sound, but it may not last very long, or it won't have that kind of bell-like quality to the sound. Something else that will affect the tone of the bell are the materials, of course, and so if you're using ceramic, that's obviously going to be a different sound than if you use metal. And then the last thing is going to be the thickness that you make your bell. If it's very thin, you'll get a little bit softer sound because there's not as much mass. If it's thicker, the walls and the sides are thicker, chances are you can get a little bit louder sound. But there's actually a more exact science to that, because if you do make it too thick, you'll of course have to make your clapper thicker. Otherwise, you're going to get a very dead sort of sound. It's not going to really ring like a bell should. Thickness, size, and materials, and also your shape of the bell, those are all very critical things that you need to take into consideration as you make your products. So hopefully that helped. Thanks.
Here are 4 different bells that are all named C. They all say C. So they all ring the pitch C, but in music, the bigger it is, the lower it plays. So this is going to make a much lower sound than this one. So if I play this C and this C, they're 3 octaves apart. Can you hear them ringing? This is what the 4 C's sound like. This is the C4, which is the lowest bell in our choir. There are bigger bells, but we don't own them. This is the C5. This is the C6. And this is a C7. So to stop the sound, I can touch, which stops the vibration, which stops the sound. Sound is vibration. Sound waves are vibration. So when we play handbells, there are several different techniques we can use to make the sound change or make it sound more interesting. One thing we can do, we call it a wah-wah. You can ring and then, which makes the sound decay a little bit because you're tapping it on the table. So if you look at the rim of both of these bells, this will be the rim right here, you'll see that the rim of the large bell is pretty thick, but the rim of the small bell is thinner, and that's going to affect the sound. Bigger, lower, thicker, lower, thinner, higher. Just like if you look at a guitar, it has 6 strings, really thin strings up to really thick strings. Thin strings play higher.